When doing any self-defense technique, effectiveness and reaction time are the most important things to have. Please remember, these are a default set of self-defense. You could change them for your body type or techniques that feel more comfortable for you. This technique is going to be two variations of a bear hug attack. The first variation is when our opponent grabs us over top of the arms. When being grabbed over top of the arms, we have our defenses obviously, but it does limit a little bit of what we can do since our arms are locked. The second variation is under the arm. When you get grabbed under the arms, you have more options for your defenses, which you'll see in a second. Another thing we have to worry about for bear hugs, obviously they're going to be applied very strong with a lot of power. We might also get lifted. So if lifted at any time, we're going to take our leg and hook from the outside. That would become part of our opponent. From here, I feel a lot heavier than I am, and we'll get dropped back down to the floor eventually. If he tries to jump forward with me, I do have this leg to stop myself from having that happen. So again, any bear hug, over the top or underneath, it doesn't matter. When getting lifted, we hook, and then as we come back down, we start to apply our defenses. For the over-the-top bear hug, when grabbed, our most important thing here is start to make some space so we can start our escape. From here, hands are going to come back, hips are going to go forward. We're going to hit back with our hips while taking our hands, moving them forward at the same time. If for some reason this technique is so strong that we break the hold, we finish by stepping forward and defending with our back kick. More often than not, that is not going to break the hold. We're going to get a tiny bit of space, but that's all we need. So hips are forward, hands are back. We're going to hit with our butt, extend our arms. After we get our space, I'm going to move out to my left, and I want to strike with my right. So I'm going to take my left hand, and I'm going to come up and I'm going to grab anything that I can, hopefully his hand. If you are left-handed and would like to do the other side, by all means, this is just one variation. So I'm grabbing, I'm stepping a little bit over to my left, which as you can see makes a straight line to the groin. So I'm going to hit my hammer fist once or twice, 1, 2, start to break this hold. After done, I'm going to slide underneath. Keep that grip that I had on the arm. It might be a full grip with my hand, it might be just my arm wrapped around, and I'm going to step back in and finish off with my arm bar. From a side view, as my partner grabs, my hips are going forward, my hands are going back. As you can see, it starts to make a little bit of space. I'm going to hit with my butt. If the grip ends up breaking from that strike, I'm going to step and hit my back kick. Again, like we said earlier, that's probably not going to happen. So hips are forward, hands are back, reverse. All we made was a tiny bit of space, and that's all we need. We're going to pin the hand, hips go to the side, hammer fist to the groin, slide our way out, and then from here we have our grip and we have our arm bar to finish off the technique. The second variation of our bear hug is if our opponent grabs from underneath the arms. Once done, we're going to take both hands on top, start to apply some pressure down. Again, remember, when getting grabbed here, it's going to be a strong bear hug. The hands might come right up towards your solar plexus, which you might lose a little bit of breath for a couple seconds. So you have to make sure right when getting grabbed, your reaction is to apply that downward pressure and drop your weight. From here, my arms are available for strikes. When we were grabbed over the top, they were not, so I'm going to use them. I'm going to take my left hand and I'm going to start to grab the opposite side hand. So from here, left hand, thumb is going to slide in. I'm grabbing the opposite wrist, not same side, opposite. So I'm pushing down, I'm sliding that thumb in, and with my right side, I'm going to turn my shoulder and my hip and do my back elbow, okay? If I don't hit it, that's okay. I can hit 2, I can try for 2. If I make contact, that's great. What I'm getting is I'm starting to turn my body sideways, and I'm starting to get that space that I need. After hitting that elbow, I'm going to keep my hand nice and close, slide it under, and apply pressure on my wrist. See if I can get a grip. His grip is not broken yet. The whole idea for this Kimura is that we have a 2-on-1 that will allow us to finally break this grip. So again, partner grabs, pressure down, my thumb's going opposite, elbow back to the face. Hand's going to slide under, I'm going to grab my own wrist. Now from here, I'm going to step forward and away from my opponent with my left foot while taking my Kimura grip and punching it straight forward to break his grip. After done, I'm going to turn towards and apply pressure with the Kimura. We can switch to the choke or we can switch to a strike. From a side view, when my partner grabs, drop the weight, start to push down. Try to slide that thumb in. If I can't do it right away, I'll go to my elbow first. Get my grip, slide under, and grab. Again, the grip is not broken. From here, I'm going to step away from my opponent. As I step, I'm going to take that Kimura grip, punch it forward, and then turn in and apply my technique. Back bear hug over the arms. Yes! Back bear hug underneath the arms.